Oh, the pain.
Good evening, dear friends, and welcome to Talking with Famous People. If you are like me and Rachel, you are alarmed and dismayed to discover the USC Utah basketball game on ESPN2 has Bill Walton as the commentator, one of the commentators of it. And of course, Bill Walton, if you're not familiar, I think the only accurate way to describe him is unspeakably, impossibly, mind-bogglingly awful at his job. Hi, Octavia Silva.
Hey, Octavia Silva.
So Rachel and I were really looking forward to watching this basketball game. We talked about it. We checked out the schedule and everything. You know, we had waited for it to come on. You're not first, Broccoli Todd.
No, you're not. Octavia Silva is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You lose. Anyway, right now it's halftime, but when the second half begins, I plan to provide important commentary about the game as it's proceeding, so that if you're watching the game like me, you will be able to enjoy watching the game. Okay, now you're first, Broccoli Todd. Yeah. Octavia Silva made your wish come true. Isn't that amazing?
Aww. The magic on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. You get, title, good friend, in one of those MMO game animes.
Oh, yeah. Title, good friend.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Which you can use to combine with Sage to accomplish Master of Wisdom. Anyway, it's halftime currently at the game. And what I am here to do tonight, and Rachel is here to do, we are here to save you from Bill Walton. I am genuinely hopeful that some person who watches this is just listening to this and watching the game, because I do plan to provide commentary for the game, like play-by-play and stuff. Now, I've made this video non-monetized in case they have some sort of like baseball rule. You know how baseball is like, any accounts of this game of any sort without written permission from Major League Baseball results in your ass getting thrown in the wheat thresher.
Wow, I didn't know that.
They make a big deal about it with Major League Baseball. Huh. Like you can't report on the game or something. I don't know, but I'm pretty confident that I can non-monetizedly play-by-play call the second half of this USC game.
So this is like my second time, I think, hearing Bill Walton. And I agree with both Eric and his dad. He doesn't talk about what's going on in the game. He talks about the past and about people that he knows. It's like,
speaking of Mary and John Thompson, they've been married now for 50 years. He's impossibly terrible. But when the game resumes, which it will probably fairly shortly, I will provide, bad play-by-play calling that's 100 times better than listening to Bill Walton. Okay? It's like, I do not have to do a good job to be substantially better than listening to the ESPN2 broadcast with Bill Walton. I just have to be mediocre at best.
And me too. I think I can provide more commentary than he can. And I don't even watch the sport that often.
And the thing is, I'm not dissing the play-by-play guy. He's stuck with Bill Walton.
He was actually at one point ignoring Bill Walton.
And Bill Walton said, "Hello."
Because the guy was probably focusing on the game, that's what they're getting paid for.
Anyway, currently it's halftime of the USC Utah game, and I believe it's tied 27-27, so it's going to be an exciting second half.
Yeah.
If you aren't familiar with the story of USC basketball this year, we have this player named Evan Mobley. I say I am not actually a graduate of USC, although I did take a couple of classes there one summer. but I'm a lifelong USC sports fan because my dad always had like season tickets to. There were times in his stretches of his life where he had season tickets to men's basketball, women's basketball, football, and even go watch the baseball games. So
Wow.
he was quite an avid fan. Bill Nye, I hear that you are the science guy. Is it true?
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. That's what I grew up to know.
But also, you actually spelled it right correctly the first time. Her name is spelled R-A-C-H-E semicolon.
My parents are very new wave.
Yeah, they wanted to mix it up a bit, make it more interesting. So so that's how they spelled her name. Anyway, it's still halftime right now. We're looking at an ad for jalapeno poppers from Wendy's, I believe.
Bill Walton did make mention of that.
Yes, Bill Walton talks about these Wendy's jalapeno poppers. I'm talking about them too, but it's during the commercial.
Yeah, that's
so
the difference.
It's now it's a Cherokee ad for Jeep Cherokee. It's about how you get to drive on snow, and then you get to go skiing and snowboarding down gnarly hills and such.
Yeah.
All because you have a Jeep Cherokee. So go out and buy one today. Okay. See what a good job I'm doing being a commentator?
Good selling points. See?
I'm killing it. Okay, right now we've got an advertisement for
something that we all for car insurance, and it is advertising how cheap the insurance is and making it also relatable by having something that we all do, which is leave something on the roof of the car.
Right.
And then it talks about the insurance.
Well, of course, it also has a warning. Don't attempt this. Don't attempt to drive with your goldfish bowl on top of your car.
Yeah.
First of all, why would you have goldfish like that? Okay? This guy's got a single goldfish in a bowl that is completely unadorned with anything. Just as a bowl of water with a goldfish in it. Who would keep a fish like that?
I don't know.
I mean, there's no pump. It's not going to fly very long.
Actually,
the water in some fashion.
Truthfully, I think I've tried and they all died.
Yeah, I do like those sweaters they were in this commercial though. I could totally wear one of those sweaters.
You totally wear one of those sweaters.
I would
in that
rock
color
that
too.
sweater,
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's for a Spectrum Mobile ad if you're watching on TV for the ESPN 2. If you'd like to join watching, you can join here on the ESPN app or on the ESPN website. Just go to espn.com/watch.
Should we
and it'll give you, this is one of the options that's playing live now. I don't know if this is going to work as a link, but I'll link it anyway.
Let us know.
So this is what we're currently watching, and we're waiting for the second half to start. I don't know if that link's going to work for you or not, but that's what I'm going to be commentarying about if you'd like to watch it with us.
The USC.
If you're a sane human being, you don't want to listen to their commentary because, unfortunately, Bill Walton is commentating. USC is up by 2 points at the half, 29-27. USC ranked number 19 in the country, despite having lost 2 of the last 3 games. Those 2 losses coming to Colorado and Oregon. Evan Mobley is famous nationally and known to be one of the top 2 draft picks, likely in the upcoming NBA draft. So expectations are high for USC this year. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot more buzz about the team than there would normally be, even though we aren't even any longer in first place in the Pac-12. But if in fact, here's the interesting thing. If in fact USC were to win the Pac-12 outright this year, it would be the first time in 60 years that USC outright won the Pac-12.
I have a question. Does this mean, okay, so these 2 broadcasters are broadcasting from home.
Yeah.
And Bill Walton behind him has a collage. And in the collage is a sticker of a dead head.
Yeah. He's a famous deadhead.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
He's famous about talking about how great the Grateful Dead are too.
I'm so glad this is not monetized because I can curse.
Okay, so the second half is now started. Utah had the ball first, but despite a nice drive by that guy They missed the shot. Evan Mobley now has the ball. He's done a little bit of a
come on, Evan Mobley.
Turnaround jump shot from
the
post. The ball out to number 20. USC's number 20. I don't know all their names, so you're just gonna have to you can curse either way, but number 20 looks like a point guard. He got held up there, passed out to the center. Now the power forward has the ball, and I don't know, it's number 2. Somebody got fouled on the rebound. It looks like it was a foul on number 2 for USC, fouling number 1, Allen from Utah. Okay, so now Utah's got the ball. There was a no penalty shots on that foul because it's just the beginning of the second half. And that's the first foul of the half for USC. 3-point shot by number 3 for Utah. Clean as a whistle. Goes right through, nothing but net. And now Utah has the lead 30-29. 18:43 left to go in the second half. USC really needs to win this game to stop this mini skid they're on, having, as I mentioned, lost 2 of the last 3. Another 3-point miss for USC. I believe that makes it USC over 8 for the night on 3-point shots. Ball is rebounded by Utah, taken to the hoop by number 1, Allen, who scores and gets the foul for a 3-point opportunity coming up from the charity stripe. Doesn't look like much of a foul. Pretty ticky-tack. Do I have any weed on me? Yes. Let's pull a couple of bong rips while we're watching this game and commentating on it. I can do a better job than Bill Walton commentating this game, even while pulling bong rips and not knowing the names of the players. That's how shitty Bill Walton is. And I'm not praising myself, okay? I'm saying that's how shitty Bill Walton is. Okay, now, who has the ball? It looks like number 20 for USC, who's the point guard. And he gives it to number 3, who's one of the 2 Mobley brothers. And he gives it to, looks like the power forward. And he gives back to number 3. I think that's Evan Mobley, who's making his move in the post. Up to, rejected. Great block by that tall guy from Utah, number 35. Mobley got rejected. It looked like he was going to get that. And then 35 came out of nowhere and blocked that shit. Number 1, nice jump shot. Utah opens up a 6-point lead, and it looks like USC is going to have to call a timeout. Oh, yes, indeed they are. Wow. That was quite a little burst from the Utes. Not what I think anybody expected at the beginning of the second half here, because SC is looking flat. They're looking like they cannot buy a basket. There is a proverbial lid on top of the hoop. They've also got a couple of ticky-tack foul calls go against them that probably weren't really deserved, you might say. Okay, now it's commercials, and they're showing a commercial for H&R Block. Help you do your taxes. Now it's a commercial for Liberty Mutual Insurance, where a guy is dressed up like a phone, and then he wiggles. I am a homer. I'm rooting for USC for sure. I'm not disputing that. But you know who else was a homer? One of the greatest announcers of all time. Again, Chick Hearn was super hardcore homer as an announcer, but he was also the best basketball announcer of all time. Okay, now it's a commercial for Travelocity with the little gnome guy. He's kayaking. He's going down a little river. It's both kind of adorable and appealing in ways that make you think, oh, that sounds fun. And it's also evocative of faraway spots with this little waterfall-y kind of river thing. How much is this bong? It was like $40, I think. 40 or $50. It's sturdy. I'm not very good about not knocking things over. This is hard to knock over. Well, it's really heavy glass. It's hard to knock over, and Like I kick it plenty of times and it doesn't fall over. It's kind of like a weeble wobble. But additionally, even when I do knock it over, it doesn't break. It's like super thick, hard to break glass. That's why it was more expensive than like a plastic one or something. What I think's funny about this basketball game is the players aren't wearing masks, but they make the refs wear masks.
That is funny.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, as you see here, if you're looking at the game, USC is second in the conference, 13-4. UCLA plays after this against Colorado is a game ahead in the loss column. All right, game's back on. The ball's to the less famous of the two Mobley brothers. Evan is the more famous of the two. Number 4, his less desired as a player brother, is currently at the free throw line, having gotten fouled in the act of shooting from the low post. Mobley is bouncing, looking rather comfortable. This is Evan Mobley. I'm sorry, I had them backwards. This is the guy who's the Naismith Defensive Player of the Year, Wooden Award winner, and Kareem Abdul's Center of the Year award winner. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Center of the Year award winner. This guy right here. So I guess number 4 is the one that is going to go high in the draft, not the one with the kid and play hair. The one with the kid and play hair is number 3. Oh, nice alley-oop by Utah. Oh my God, that was great.
Wow.
What a great pass and basket there by Utah.
Those are not easy to do. Alley-oop.
Number 13 to number 3. That's one of the Mobleys. Gives to number 2, who appears to be playing small forward. Number 5, power forward. Oh, he slips, but Utah picks up the foul. That was clearly a slip. They need to clean the floor right there. It's wet. But because there was some slight contact from Utah, that was a nice play by Utah on the other end. But because there's some slight contact from Utah, the refs bailed us out with a foul. Really, there's not much to see about this room. This is the back house that we're in. It's just
this is the nest.
Everything you can see is just right around here.
Yeah.
The main house is inside. Well, we're not inside right now. We're out here. So there really isn't much to see. Okay, so anyway, back to the game. I don't want to get to be like Bill Walton. Number 1 for Utah gets a nice pass down low to number 20 in the post. The big man for Utah scores right from underneath the basket. Easy layup. Utah's looking good. I mean, they're looking well. They look like they have good teamwork, and they're well coordinated, and they're making basketball plays. USC just tries to isolate one of their stars every time, and it's not working. So what I'm seeing here is Utah looking like a team that's more well coached than USC. Although I know USC's coach is well respected. He's built the program back up from garbage. I highly respect Andy Entime, his name is, for salvaging the program. But at the moment, USC looks like a poorly coached team. They also look like a team that cannot make a 3-point shot to save their goddamn lives. Yeah. Because they've got to be 0 for 10 right now for 3-point shots. They have to be 0 for 10. Is that what they are? I want to see the stats, ESPN. Put them up here. I'm pretty sure it's 0 for 10. USC is now 0 for 10 on 3-point shots. Wow. You are not going to win a lot of games when you are 0 for 10 in 3-point shots. No. At some point, you just got to say, stop taking them, right? Mm-hmm. Just, you're going to have to win with 2-point shots. And they keep showing all these very lovely still images from Utah. It's quite a picturesque state.
That's nice.
The Bonneville Salt Flats is what they're showing right now. And it's quite striking.
It is.
Okay, now we're on to commercials for a second here. And there's a commercial for a Mazda. I'm going to go a little bit Walton since we're in the commercials here. My first car, incidentally, was a Mazda. It was a Mazda 626.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice looking car.
It was. I liked it. I liked that car. Called it the Swami Mobile. What? It was. It had something to do with Sanwa Bank, which used to be a bank that existed around here, which my friend Dave mispronounced as Swami Bank.
Oh.
But it was actually Sanwa Bank.
Sanwa.
So, okay, still commercial. Right now, we got a commercial for Spectrum. There's a lady, she's cutting some vegetables. And there's two gentlemen who are making ice cream sundaes and wrapping, it appears. I don't have the sound on. So, look in your shirt and spell attic. ATTIC. Oh, you got me. You got me.
Oh, that's funny.
Can I type you for free? Excuse me, DWDW. Did you not see the title of this live stream? I am currently providing an alternative audio stream for the USC Utah game so that people like me who are sane and don't hate torture and don't love being tortured can avoid listening to Bill Walton.
For real, though.
That is what the stream is for. If you are watching that game and you are being punished by the fact that Bill Walton is broadcasting, you're not alone. I'm here to provide support and to provide comfort and reassurance, and also to provide a very mediocre but still vastly superior commentary to Bill Walton. All right, game's back on. Utah's up by 8 points at the moment, which is, I think, quite a surprise. I know that USC was favored by, something like was a 74% favorite to win before the game. So, hey, listen, Sean Ryan Barron. Right now, we're talking sports ball. We're talking ball sports, okay? Currently, they are showing a video of somebody whom they call an individual with unicorn potential, namely number 4, USC's Evan Mobley. He's having a rough night tonight, though. Only 5 points. He's 1 for 5 on field goals. He's got 6 rebounds, 1 block. He's having a bit of an off game. USC's down by 8. Utah's got the ball. The point guard brings it across the midcourt line, passes it off to, looks like the small forward, number 1, off to another small forward or possibly a small power forward, 25. And then it goes to the big man who's got the ball and is handling the ball adroitly outside the 3-point line, gets it down underneath the number 25, who puts up a little mini hook shot from inside the key, and it's 2 points. That stretches the lead to 10 as Utah pulls ahead further from the ranked and highly touted USC.
All right,
number 30 for USC looks to be a power forward, passes the ball outside to number 20, who gets fouled in the act of shooting and will have a shot at 2 points from the free throw line. But I must say, no, you can hire me to type you for $100 the same way everybody else does. Okay. Again, currently we're talking about the USC-Utah game, not about typology. All right. So first free throw made, second free throw also made. Good job by number 20 there to pick up 2 cheap points for USC. And now they bring the full court press. They're trying to double team the ball handler who has to toss it out to the power forward, number 3, who brings it to the top of the key to the big man, number 21. Down low to, looks like the small forward, number 1. And a nice, just a simple little up and in basket from underneath the hoop. Utah is playing the lights out right now. They cannot miss. Meanwhile, USC is struggling to change the tempo of the game, change the flow of the game, bring that full court press. They have the ball now. Number 13 gets the ball out to number 1, who gets a call back after number 13 for another 3-point shot. Another 3-point shot miss. That's 0 for 11 for USC. Another 3 miss. That's 0 for 12. USC is 0 for 12 on 3-point shots. Unbelievably. Actually, it's 0 for 10, it says here. I was wrong, I guess, in my keeping of count because ESPN informed me they're only 0 for 10, not 0 for 12. So that's my mistake. Okay, number 21 now has the ball for Utah, and he's got a couple of impressive-looking sideburns. Number 4 gets the rebound off of a missed shot by number 1, who once again has a good look at the basket from just a couple of feet away. Number 4, Evan Mobley, the purported lottery pick, has the ball at the top of the key, takes it to the free throw line, puts it up for a missed shot, rebounded by Utah. USC is getting killed on the offensive rebounds, or not picking up any offensive rebounds. And another 3 goes down for Utah as Utah extends the lead to 13 points. Oh my goodness. If you are not currently watching the this game, Western Chronic says, Eric, I just remembered the guy I was friends with benefits with who reminded me of you also had your name too. Are you sure it wasn't me? I mean, I have had non-serious relationships before.
This is true.
Whatever you want to call that, you know.
Friendships?
Well, yeah, FWBs. Friends with benefits. Oh, he's like 30 years younger than me, huh? He's 19. Okay, well. I watch a lot of anime, yes, but currently the second half has resumed and USC has the ball after getting a stern scolding from their coach, Andy. The ball's now down in the post with number 4, back up the top of the key for number 13, brings it to the free throw line, shoots from there, and makes a leaping Lena, as Chick Hearn used to call them. Now we've got number 1 for Utah, handing the ball off to number 25, who looks to be a power forward. Number 2, possibly the center, and number 1, another forward of some sort. Number 1's got the ball again. Oh, that's got to be an offensive foul, but no call. No harm, no foul. The basket counts, and no penalty either way. Apparently, the referee saw it as a flop. The lead stretched to 13 with Utah. It had 50-37. Ball goes to number 13 on top of the key for USC. He shoots another 3-pointer, and finally, they make their first 3-pointer of the night. They are 1 for 11 now on 3-point shots. As number 13, a tall, lanky fellow with black knee brace things on, makes the shot. Number 21, the sideburned clad, looks like small forward for Utah, hands the ball off to 32, gets the ball back in the key, who gets the ball back out to the top of the key to number 1. The ball then stolen by USC, and the aforementioned number 13, the lanky fellow with the black knee things, gets the ball to the top of the key, and it's number 20, the point guard, on the dribble drive, takes the shot, misses it, gets his own rebound, ball back out to number 30, top of the key again, number 13 with the dribble drive, and scores 2 points on the drive, cuts straight through the Utah defense, and it appears that USC has found its groove again, down by 8 points. They were down by 13 at their lowest point in the game. Utah comes back to this end of the floor with number 2, it's number 2, who's got a man bun. Number 2 with the man bun at the top of the key gives it off to number 1, no man bun, but cornrows top of the key. We've got sideburns down low, 21, kicks it out to number 2 for the 3-point shot, and Utah buries another 3. Wow, Utah is on fire. They cannot miss tonight. It is 53-42. Utah's up, 10:58 left in the game, and USC is trying to mount a comeback here. Number 13 again with the dribble drive. However, he is fouled off of the dribble before he can get past the guy. The referee calls the foul on the floor. I believe that's a non-shooting foul. We will see shortly.
You're doing great.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
I mean, like I said, I've set a very low bar for myself. All I have to do is better than Bill Walton.
You're definitely doing that.
So I'm not worried about doing a bad job because all I have to do is be better than Bill Walton, and he's the worst announcer in the history of the world. So, dong is a weird word. I had a student once named Richard Dong. His name was Dick Dong. I'm pretty sure his middle name was Penis, but I'm not certain. You know a girl whose last name is Raper? It's a terrible last name to have. Whatever her first name is, she's a Julie Raper. Or, you know.
Oh gosh, Reaper?
Her last name's Raper.
Oh, man.
Currently, we're enjoying a Burger King commercial. Advertising the sizzling goodness of the sourdough breakfast king. Hereby we transition into, I hope Richard Dong became a doctor. Then he'd be Dr. Dick Dong. We transition into a commercial for Kubota, which is some sort of like farm equipment thing or something. Now we transition into a commercial for quinoa. Nope, it is for Progressive Insurance. It features the word quinoa, but it's not for quinoa. If you haven't tried quinoa, go ahead and seize your opportunity to do so. How about your dangling privacy? Is that acceptable? If I refer to it as my dangling privacy?
Yes, I think that's acceptable. My dangling privacy.
Bill Nye says no, it's still not okay.
Oh.
Stop what? Bill Nye. Who's calling the basketball game? Okay, game's back on. Second half, 10:53 remaining. Utah's up by 11 points. And I believe they have the ball, or does USC have the ball coming out of the timeout? Let's find out. Yep. Bill Nye, are you worried about your parents getting a divorce? Number 20 is inbounding the ball for USC, gets the ball out to number 13, the lanky one, who is surprisingly capable of handling the ball given the fact that he's so tall. Number 20 gets the ball back at the top of the key, dribble drive, nice spin move in the middle of the key, and up and in for 2 points for USC. The lead is now cut back to single digits at 9 points, 10:35 remaining. Number 3 for Utah now has the ball, and he is challenged here at the half-court line by number 20, the USC point guard. Number 23 for Utah has the ball, kicks it out to number 5 at the top of the key, and who gets it around to the side there to number 3, who gets it back out the top of the key to number 1 as the ball goes round the key for Utah, trying to find some space to get a shot in. After transitioning from a shot to a pass to the center misses a layup from underneath the basket. Number 20 now brings the ball down for USC. At the top of the key, we've got number 2, who takes the ball on the dribble drive and misses the layup. Even though he got a good look at the basket, he wasn't able to connect. The ball is now down the other end of the floor. Number 20 has the ball at the top of the key as Utah continues to move the ball around the outside of the top of the key, looking for a good opportunity for a three-point shot. They've been on fire tonight as far as three-point shooting goes, so it makes good sense today we continue to try to do so. Number 2 now has the ball at the top of the key, and he takes the dribble drive underneath to the and he scores. So from the side of the key into the basket, without using any backboard, he did a fine job of scoring. Now we have number 2, who gets the ball and a nice pass to number 4, and Mobley shows off his flashy lottery pick status with an impressive dunk underneath. Quick 2 for USC. The lead's back to 9. Utah now kicks the ball out to number 5 at the top from the corner, just outside the three-point line. He misses that three-pointer. It looks like the momentum may be shifting here as Utah perhaps is cooling off. Number 13, the lanky fellow for USC. Nice dribble drive. He gets fouled underneath the basket after a good spin move to get free from number 1 of Utah, who was pretty well positioned on defense there underneath the hoop. So, with the lead still 9, Utah is preparing themselves to watch the number 13 for USC make his first free throw, and then he will be following up with a second free throw momentarily while Bill Walton gives us a tour of his stupid-ass backdrop. Bill Walton. Oh, Bill Walton! I don't like you.
I don't like that sticker.
I don't like anything about Bill Walton. Number 13 misses the second free throw. Now, Utah grabbed the rebound. Number 1's bringing the ball across the midcourt line. He's met at the half-court spot by the USC defender. It's I can't tell from this angle, number 1 now. Number 35 has the ball top to keeper Utah. He actually, if I know what he passes, he takes the drive. Number 1 tries to drive, gets the free throw line, gets pushed back to the outside of the top of the key, and then gets the ball knocked away from him by good quick hands by the USC defender, but it goes to a Utah player. However, after a Utah missed shot, USC rebounds. That's number 3, Mobley, and the ball is now in the hands of number 2, who appears to be a small forward. Number 23 for USC is now in the game. I don't remember him being in there previously. He must have subbed him out the last time out. Number 13, the lanky fellow has the ball. Oh, bad hands by number 23. Good pass by number 13 to kick the ball to the corner, back down the corner just outside the three-point line to number 23, who's new in the game. And unfortunately, he fumbled the ball out of bounds. Now we've got a fast motion video of Bill Walton's kid or grandkid making his backdrop. Okay, now number 3 for Utah has the ball at the top of the key, beyond the three-point line, out of shooting range, basically, and he's looking for somebody to get the ball. So he gives it to Man Bun. Man Bun, bad pass, intercepted by USC number whatever. 13, lanky guy has the ball. He goes up, he shoots, he scores, and the foul. Chance for 3 points. This will cut the lead if he makes this free throw to just 5.
Yeah, Peterson.
So we are seeing a USC comeback in the making here. After being behind by as many as 13, USC has now cut the lead to 5. Now, 6. We still have to make that free throw. Now they're showing some nice pictures of Grand Staircase Escalante, Utah. Utah is a very scenic state, and they've done a good job of highlighting on ESPN2. They've done a good job of highlighting some of that scenic beauty of that wonderful state. I think the Mormons go around and paint natural colors on the rocks to make them more scenic.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. That's part of a Utah state tradition.
So interesting.
Now, if no, I was like, we can't have smoked all that weed that quickly.
I mean, we smoke.
I know we smoke a lot of it, but I knew there was like this much stuff. Right? I was like, we couldn't have gone from all of this weed to nothing in 5 minutes.
Exactly. So I actually wanted to say that I'm really grateful that you don't regulate my smoking, because today I felt like smoking a little bit more than I usually do.
Sometimes I do worry you don't smoke enough.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not really possible to smoke too much weed.
This is why you're my soulmate.
Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
It's definitely possible to smoke too little weed.
Yeah, that is a possibility. When you're scraping up that carpet weed, you get a little nug. That is a little too little, but it's still, you want
It's called THC dicties.
Yeah. Wow, that's such a good word for it. Or name for it, I should say. How's everyone in the chat doing? Are you guys watching the game as well?
I have a feeling there isn't really hardly anybody here. Possibly because, given the nature of the title, it may be that that YouTube doesn't really know what to do with it because.
Well, I did get a notification.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Or maybe people just aren't interested in watching it. You know? I am genuinely doing what I said I was going to do here, which is I'm providing an alternative
it's
to
so
Bill
much
Walton.
better. Oh my gosh.
If one human being who's unfamiliar with talking with Finnish people happens to come here because they're trying to avoid Bill Walton's broadcast and use this as an actual alternative to it, I would be extremely happy. Number 13 just made that free throw to cut the lead to 5, and USC is applying the full court press quite effectively, but Utah breaks the press here. And now they're past the half court line. The ball is in the hands of number 1, who kicks it out to number 3, still up near the half court line. Number 3 drives on number 2 for USC to move the ball forward closer to the 3-point line. Finally, he gets it in the hands of number 20, who passes it back to number 3, who's still outside the 3-point line. With just 5 seconds left on the shot clock, the ball in number 35's hands buries a big 3 for Utah. Wow, number 35 hits a big 3 there, and it looks to be a center as well. Not typically the kind of player you'd expect to be hitting threes in big moments like this one. Okay, now USC has the ball on offense again. And it's number 5 with the ball on the dribble drive. A little spin move underneath, has to kick it out to number 13, who's beyond the 3-point arc. He drives in, a little fall away jumper, makes it. He seems like he's really feeling it now, number 13, the lanky guy with the black knee things. Of course, several of the USC players have the same black knee things on. So number 13, the lanky guy I've spoken of before. Number 3, who's one of the Mobley brothers, and speaking of number 3, he taps the rebound to number 5 for USC after a missed shot by number 35 of Utah. Number 5 is screaming to the referees that he got fouled. The referees are not paying any heed to his cries, however, and the ball is kicked out to number 1 for a long 3-pointer, missed by Utah, but the rebound got by Utah by number 25, another 3-point shot. This one good, and it stretches the lead back to 9, 61-52.
Wow.
5:53 left in the game. Utah with a shocking 9-point lead here over the number 19th ranked 19th ranked USC Trojans. The USC now with the ball on offense, down low to number 3 Mobley, who is fouled in the act of shooting and will go to the free throw line.
Okay.
Without Bill Walton, you don't know what's happening on the court. Without Bill Walton, you don't know what's happening off the court. With host Eric doing play-by-play, you know what's happening on the court.
Yep. I'd say accurate.
All right, now number 3, Isaiah Mobley, the less famous of the 2 Mobley brothers, is at the free throw line, makes the first of 2 free throws. He was in the act of shooting, so it's 2 free throws regardless. But USC, for the record, USC is in the bonus. Not that it's relevant on these free throws. So anyway, here comes the second of the 2 free throws by Mobley, and he makes that as well, cutting the lead to 7. Now it's going to be another full court press by USC. There's a momentary lapse where a momentary pause where somebody gets subbed out for USC. Okay, number 1 has the ball now. Has crossed the half court line. USC retracting the full court press. Number 3 has the ball now. He's kicked it out to number 15, who makes an effort to dribble to make drive from penetration, but fails to do so. Takes a long shot, which misses badly, air ball. Then the ball, in wild fashion, heads down to the other end of the court where number 13 for USC, the lanky fellow, he misses a shot underneath the basket, which he received kind of awkwardly after the long pass. Ball's now back in Utah's hands. Utah's on offense. Number 1 for Utah outside the 3-point line, looking for somebody to give the ball to. The ball is tapped away by number 23 for USC, but number 23 for USC is called for a foul in the process of tapping the ball for number 35. Hi, Dad. I'm currently doing an alternative play-by-play to the game for people who don't want to watch Bill Walton.
How much time is it? 4:56.
Yeah, 4:56 remaining. Utah gets the ball in. They kicked it out to number 20, who is immediately fouled by number 13.
Yeah, I don't think we can pull that out.
Well, there's 5 minutes left. My dad's coming to offer some color commentary to this game, which is to say he doesn't think USC is going to pull it out. Currently, with a 7-point lead, Utah has the ball and about 5 minutes left to eat. Okay, so number 2 for USC has the ball, gets past number 1 for Utah, but gets fouled in the process and is in the bonus already. That's going to be 1-1 for USC from the charity stripe. I just have to do a better job than Bill Walton, is what I figure. You know?
Okay. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
All right, see you in a bit, Dad. Okay, Mobley this is Taj Eddy at the free throw line for the first of 1-1. He misses it. USC controls the rebound, but gets tapped out of bounds. Utah ball. 4:40 left. USC down still by 7 points, 61-54. In terms of free throws, USC is 11 for 17 in the game, and Utah just 6 for 7. So USC has spent more time at the charity stripe, but it hasn't afforded them an equalizing factor considering all the missed threes. Utah just hits another 3-point shot to stretch the lead to 10. That's number 25, I believe. Yeah, they hit that 3-point shot for Utah. Oh, and USC, terrible play, tries to force it underneath to Mobley, gets tipped out of bounds and hits Mobley's hands, goes off him. So it's Utah's ball. And Utah is now feeling like they have this game in hand. USC brings the full court press, number 23 on number 21 at the free throw line of Utah's end, but they break the press, and the ball's across the half court line to number 3. Number 3 gets the ball back to number 1, who's the primary point guard for Utah, the guy with the cornrows. And he is looking for someone to pass to, but mistakenly throws the ball underneath, trying to get to the center. And who is there instead but Evan Mobley, who intercepts the pass, now kicks it out to the top of the key to number 20, who should be charged with a charging foul and is. That was definitely charging. That's what they call lowering your shoulder. It's like, that's textbook. You want to get called for charging? Do what that guy just did. That was charging. And I am, as has been pointed out in this stream, a homer. So I'm definitely rooting for USC. But when number 20 lowers his shoulder like that and goes straight into the gut of the Utah defender, the word charging bursts out of it as though it were a comic book saying, "Pow!" It was impossible to call it anything but charging.
But charging, yeah.
So, you're going to charge. It's like the refs want to call blocking in those instances. But if you lower your shoulder like that, they're going to call you for charging every time. Okay, it's commercial now. It appears to be a commercial for State Farm. Okay. State Farm believes our neighborhoods are stronger when we stop hating, okay? Hey, you guys, let's love each other instead. Okay?
Okay.
Bill Nye and Bill Nye the Stupid Guy, let's love each other instead.
Yeah, love each other instead.
Have you thought about that? Okay, currently there's a commercial for, looks like, what's it called? Sonic. Now there's this thick girl who's getting a ring, and she's so happy because she's getting married. Okay. Because #love is unstoppable.
Can I Bill Walton for a moment?
Sure, go ahead and Bill Walton up. Bill Walton your ass up.
I know that when I'm supposed to be enticed by a commercial like that, but I don't feel anything towards it.
I don't blame you, darling. I don't blame you at all. So, okay. you're pissed Wisconsin lost again? Okay, so let's get back to the game now. Friends, let's all be friends,
Yes.
okay? This is a basketball game that we're enjoying together. I'm busy calling the game. Please don't interrupt it with your dirty words and foul mouths.
Yes.
Okay, look. What's the last outright conference title for USC Trojan basketball? 1960-1961 season. That's a long time since USC's won the conference outright.
Wow.
Can you believe that? That's crazy, Tom.
That's a really long time.
That's a long ass time. If we lose this game, we're almost certainly not going to win it this year either. Okay, full court press is on again. USC seems to be doing a better job of it this time. That almost looked like traveling, but the ref didn't call it. Number 1 now has the ball. Cornrows down deep, brings the ball to number 20, who smartly brings it back at the top of the key. Utah is content to take their time here, obviously with a 10-point lead and just 3.5 minutes remaining. And despite that, a quick drive and score puts them up by 12 points. Now number 2 is bringing the ball up the court for USC. He's at the top of the key, gets the ball down low to number 4, Mobley. Mobley misses the shot from inside, picks up gets bailed out by the refs, frankly, to put it bluntly, gets completely bailed out by the refs after trying to force a shot. Good evening, Vincent's mom. I hope you'll watch the ESPN2 coverage of the USC-Utah basketball game on muted while concurrently listening to my audio alternative to Bill Walton. So number 4, Mobley makes the first of 2 free throw shots, and I think it's 1-1 actually, so this earns him the second. And he cuts the lead to 11, but now only 3:15 remaining as he now cuts the lead to 10. So still in double digits. USC applies the full court press. Number 1 has the ball, bringing it up the court, gets over to number 3, who finally crosses the midcourt line, where he meets number 21 from USC. Number 21 applying tight man pressure as the ball gets kicked out again near the half-court line to number 1. He's guarded there by number 23, gets the ball to number 25 for Utah, who gets stopped in his attempt at a drive by number 2. Then kicks to number 3, who successfully drives but misses the shot, and the rebound is picked up by USC with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. It's a long 3-point shot, a crazy long, ridiculous 3-point shot, attempted for no apparent reason by USC, airballed by what? What was that? What in the world was that?
I was wondering the same thing.
Who shot that? It's like, what happened there? Why did that guy decide to shoot from practically the half court mark?
I'm gonna move this.
Oh, is it? I can't see what it looks like. I'm not looking at that, so that's fine. Okay.
I just didn't want to be on Bill for the game.
Sure. That's smart. Okay. So Utah now has the ball and a 10-point lead. It kicks to number 35, kicks to number 1. He attempts to dribble drive, shoots from, rolls out of the basket, shoots from the 3-second area. Another 3-point shot by Utah. He makes a 3-point shot, falling down from well beyond the NBA 3 line, and kicks his legs out to attempt to draw the foul. I don't think the refs gave it to him. Did they? He might have a 4-point play here. No, they didn't give it to him. They said it's a 3-point shot. All right, so it's currently a 13-point lead, and Utah has only 2 minutes left before they defeat the much higher ranked and highly touted and much better record USC. 1:58 left. Yeah, you want to lock that, Rachel? Lock that. Lock it. Yeah, hold on a sec, Dad. Hold on a sec. One second. What? 1 second, Dad. Wait a second. Okay. Okay. So USC has the ball with 1:45 left. You come in. All right. So anyway, my dad's. This is very difficult to call the game when that kind of stuff happens. You know, like my dad's coming in, Rachel's going pee. She's not aware of it. All right. So currently USC is down by 13 points. Can you go see what he wants?
Yeah,
Rachel,
sure.
we're telling him that you're done peeing or something. Okay, so Evan Mobley has the ball at the free throw line. He is shooting the second of 2 free throws, and he makes it. Down by 11 currently. Utah has the ball now up by 11, and they are in absolutely no hurry to do anything. And yet, number 25 immediately goes for the drive, and the shot gets what looks to be a clean block, but the USC player is called for a foul. I would like to see the replay on this one because it certainly did look like a clean block to me. Number 25 comes in, and yeah, okay, the block by number 21 is definitely clean. I don't know who they called it on. If they called it on 21, that's nonsense.
He said he just wanted to see if they were winning or not.
Did you tell him you were peeing or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Utah is up by 12 now. That was a BS call for sure. What they called it? He got a technical foul? Why did they call it a technical foul? How is that a technical foul? Okay, so number 13 for USC, who has been one of the few bright spots for the Trojans tonight, has the ball currently driving and kicks it out to number 5 for USC, who makes only the second 3-point shot that USC has made in this game. They are 2 for 12, I believe. So if you want 2 for 13, if you want an explanation as to why USC is losing this game, look at the 3-point shots. 2 for 13 for USC, 9 for 15 for Utah. So
You've even given them more chances for 3 shots.
what I really should do is to make a point of broadcasting all of the games that Bill Walton broadcasts and providing a genuine alternative.
I think that's a great idea. I like watching sports with you.
Bill Walton is so terrible that my kind of mediocre sports broadcasting is way better than him.
Yeah, it is.
I would much rather
I would totally
listen to this.
listen to you. Yeah,
Talking about the game.
You're on top
Most
of
of the
it.
time, you know, so I get distracted by some things occasionally.
Yeah, but they all do, don't they?
Yeah,
All the
sure.
commentators
But
do.
Bill Walton does nothing but get distracted.
Yeah,
by
I
things.
know.
Okay.
And he puts in a short mini video of his grandchild or his
putting together his backdrop.
Yeah, like, are you kidding me?
Right.
Winston Mom, I wanted to answer your question, your question from before. I'm so glad that you are partaking in a face mask. Face masks are fun. My sister actually bought me some face masks. Like ones like that are like paper thin and they like go on your face and it looks like you're like a mummy.
Okay. It is currently 71-61. It's a 10-point lead by Utah. There's a minute and 8 seconds left. Is it plausible for USC to pull the comeback? Well, very unlikely. But it ain't over until it's over is the old sports axiom.
Mm-hmm.
So, it should be remembered that this game ain't over.
I'm gonna Bill Walton.
Okay, go ahead.
Now that I said that, like I'm like paused. Shit. When is your dad going to the desert? The 1st?
Sunday through Thursday.
Oh, cool. Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, USC gets the ball back with 44 seconds left and down by 10. They really could use the 3, but they take the easy 2, but then number 30 misses the shot. It's been that kind of night. It's been that kind of night for USC basketball, unfortunately. The last time Utah beat a ranked team was 2019. They defeated number 6 Kentucky. This game is now officially, it's not quite over. Because what happened was, they're going to just, it's like there's 6.8 seconds left. The Utes ran out of 24-second clock, so USC gets the ball back, but they're just going to eat up to 6 seconds. That's it.
Yeah.
So the ball game's over. USC loses. Pretty disappointing for me, a USC basketball fan, but pretty exciting for you, a person who was trying to avoid watching Bill Walton.
I was really excited that you decided to do this because I did not want to have to listen to Bill Walton. This was a much better alternative. I learned a lot more. You were on top of like basically all the plays. Good job, Post Eric.
Thanks, Rachel.
You're welcome.
And you did a great job with the color commentary as well.
Thanks.
Oh, Bill Walton. All right, ESPN, if you ever see any of my videos, you'll hear me frequently say this. I'll say it to you again. Please fire Bill Walton. Please. He's terrible. You know he's terrible, too. Everybody at ESPN knows he's terrible. That's the funny thing. All right. Well, I guess we're going to call it a night here from host Eric's Basketball Central. We're going to watch, I think, maybe part of this UCLA Colorado game.
Yeah, why not?
If Bill Walton's calling this one too, we might do a second half of the UCLA game.
And maybe I'll wear a face mask during it. That'd be entertaining, right?
That'd be cool. You're talking about the kind that you put on the appeal.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool that the basketball players don't wear masks, but the referees do.
I know, it's so ridiculous. Oh,
what?
Goodness.
They're both doing the same thing. They're both running up and down the court. Why is it the referees have to wear masks and the basketball players don't?
Right. They shouldn't have to wear the masks, the referees.
That's so silly. Okay, anyway, thanks for being here. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.
I think Bill Walton might be commentating for
the UCLA game.
I wouldn't be surprised, right?
I wouldn't be surprised either. He's doing it from home. If I could do it, he could do it.